I'm Kathy Carlson, and I started on my journey 10 years ago in 2003. My sister came to me and she said that she thought that my father had sexually abused her as a child. So I told her she has a lot of addictions, and she felt like nobody would believe her in my family. So I told her I had had a few feelings my own self, and that I would start on this journey of finding the truth for us. And a month went by, and I didn't do anything because I was scared. And then my mother came to me in a dream, and I asked her, Mom, did Dad ever sexually abuse us? And she said, Kathy, only you can find the truth. And that is what set me on this journey. And I've been seeking the truth ever since. It's been a hard journey, but I do believe that the truth sets you free. And along the way, I spent 4 years in psychotherapy, and learning the truth about the sexual abuse was very hard during those 4 years. And then I spent a year just on my own. And then my son was having some addiction problems, and we looked for somebody that knew the Rapidae, and we found Sandy. And I'll never forget that first meeting that I had with Sandy and my son Trent. We was in there, and my son said, oh, and I think my mom wants to come and see you too. And I'm going, oh, all right, I'll come and see you. So I started coming to Sandy, and I took her life coaching class. And I'll tell you, I'm a person that I never could speak up for myself because I had no control as a child. And so I was always told, you know, you never tell, you never tell. So I've never used my throat chakra very much. And so I remember in that first life coach class, I was sitting there, and I'm very nervous, I'm very scared. And the whole time, I always had a hard time speaking up. And we did a healing circle in that life coach class. And when I stepped into that healing circle, I felt healed for the first time in my life. And I knew that there was a greater power than me. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. So I knew that there was a greater power than me, and I knew that that was my way for healing. And I've worked on my spirituality these past 4 years with Sandy. I've moved a lot of old resentment, a lot of anger, a lot of self-hate. I've moved it all. And I finally feel at peace with myself. And I just want to say that in the life coach class, we learn that you have to heal on the emotional, spiritual, physical, and emotional, mental. Thank you. And the biggest part for me was healing things on the spiritual level. And I feel like once you can heal that on the spiritual level, that you do have a spiritual team that is behind you, and that they can really help you out. And that's my story.